Thank you so much, Sonal, for joining us today. And anyone who has been following It's Ok Yaar for a while, you are familiar with Sonal. She's shared so much good stuff with us. And I am Priya from It's Ok Yaar. And if you're new today, It's Ok Yaar is a content platform for South Asian immigrants, and we aim to educate, entertain, and empower them. We've heard that H4 visa holders no longer require an EAD, and there is so much misinformation around that. Can you tell us what it really means and what are the timelines associated with it?
So right now, nothing has been passed. It's a part of the emergency spending bill. There are few things in the spending bill which are favorable for legal immigrants. One of this is that they're going to streamline the work authorization process for dependents of H1, and those are H4s. So what it's going to probably be like it's for L2. Right now, it's probably going to be like incidental to the status. So you don't have to apply separately for EAD, but it's a proposal at this point. If the bill goes through, and if the bill goes through with this, then USCIS will promulgate some start date or when it's going to be effective. And so we don't have any information on that yet. But if it does go through, then that what's it mean? That it's probably going to be incidental to your status once you have the I-140 approved. Those are not changing. It's probably going to be that you don't have to apply for EADs, just like L2s don't have to apply. So that's what we're looking for. But again, we'll have to wait for it to go through and USCIS to formulate a policy on it and make it effective.
So just to be clear, it would still require the H-1B spouse to have an I-140 before the H-4 visa holder becomes eligible for an EAD. The only thing is they might not need to apply for it, similar to L2, and they can get it, correct?
Yes. So
okay, but the I-140 is mandatory.
Yes, that is not changing. That's not mentioned anywhere in the text that you don't need an I-140, and just because you are on H4, you'll get the work authorization. The work authorization for H4s is based on if you have an I-140 approved, if the principal applicant has the I-140 approved. It's just going to be like, so that's the wrinkle there. We'll have to see how they're going to implement it, right? But for H4s, an I-140 is required. So how they're going to come up with the policy around it, how it's going to be implemented, or probably they're going to say you can apply, but you don't have to wait for the EAD to come. You can start working. Some sort of,
so application is not clear.
There.
Like how all of that will happen, we don't know.
No, we don't know yet. Yeah.
And the last piece is, like, usually when these bills are passed or are floated around, what is the timeline? Like, by when can we expect that this can actually become reality?
Well, so this is an emergency spending bill, right? So the government needs money to function. So this is kind of like, hey, you need money, we need all this. They're basically tagging along the immigration issues and all as a condition to give money to the government so the shutdown doesn't happen. Right? So this is going to become, if it passes, then there will be process, like, they will set up timelines when what will be implemented. So it will go to the appropriate agencies, because there are so many agencies involved in this. There is DHS, there is ICE, there is CBP, there is USCIS. So what portion of it has to be done by what entity, it will go to them, and then they will formulate their policies, and then the timelines will come in. So it's going to take some time. It's not going to be like overnight or tomorrow it's going to happen. It will go to the agencies, and then from there it will come out with proper timelines and guidance on these issues.
So it could be 3 months, 6 months, a year, anything.
Oh yeah, we don't know.
Okay, got it.